looking at this drone. It's got a label from Uranhub SP500. It says the foldable drone with GPS, HD camera, GPS mode, waypoints, point of interest, follow me. What does that say? Oh, gesture control, headless mode, and return to home. Okay, this looks suspiciously like the Snaptane SP500. And when I look at the manufacturer, it is Shenzhen, or however you say it, Vantop technology, which Vantop is the parent company of Snaptane. And all they did in the labeling is just put that cardboard sleeve over it. I'll set that aside. Actually, I already broke the seal, so. Okay, so it comes with the books, a quick start guide, and a full manual. Okay, foam there. Okay, on top there's an extra set of props. Set those aside. There's the tree catchers, prop guards, if you will. Let's see what else is in here. This looks to be chargers. Let's see what's in. I did look at the manual just briefly previously, and it seems to be fairly well written. Okay, so in here, those little screws and yeah, screws for the props, replacing props. And there are 3 different chargers. Well, you might ask, well, I believe this is a USB to USB-C, and these are USB-A or whatever to some other funky thing. So let's see here. I'm guessing the 2 that have that odd thing on them are for the batteries. Let's see. Yep, this is the battery connection. Oh, that's an interesting. It's an interesting plug. I don't know what that would be called, but anyhow. So there are 2 batteries here. There's the other one. Take that out. So there's 2 chargers, one for each battery. And this, I believe, then is for the controller. We'll look at that in just a minute. Battery is 7.4 volt, 1000 milliamp hour. Right. The controller, foam on the top. Oh, this stuff is in here tight. And these fold out. These are just handles. Folds out. Oh, there it is. Oh, I thought it was USB-C, but oh no, it's a regular micro USB that goes in there to charge the controller. There's a phone holder, on off. Looks like that might be headless mode. I'm not sure. Return to home, GPS on off. Start and stop, land single key. This, I believe, up here is the gyro and compass calibrator buttons. And then there's indicator lights down here. Up on top is the speed control and camera or video. Let me see. One, I think, I think it's camera, a short press, long press is video, is my understanding. That's the way they usually are. And here is the drone itself, if I can get it out of there. Okay, so folds. Okay, first thing you'll notice is these are little brushed motors, not brushless, with gears in them. There's an on-off switch on there up the top. There are lights up here, and this is adjustable manually. You know, you can adjust it, but only about 45 degrees. That's as far as it'll go down. That's interesting. Can't go down any further. And battery snaps in there. Pops in like that. Pops out easily. So, we're going to take it out and see how it flies. Okay, so I'm going to do a flight review here of this foldable drone. It's the Uranhub SP500. I have a SD card in the bottom here. I'll fold this out. Hopefully I got this up in the frame where you can see it. Alright, set that down out here. Controller. Alright. Okay. Okay, so now it's getting satellites. Alright. Alright. Well, so let's turn the video on. Now it's drifting around a little bit here. Alright, I'm recording. Huh. Not fond of that because I can see the propellers. Alright, well, you know what, I'm going to bring it down and adjust the camera down just a little bit. Alright, so let me adjust the camera down just a little bit manually, and because you can't adjust it very far. Let's see if that's better. Alright. It's a little bit breezy, but not really too much. It seems to be holding position. That's better. I don't see the props. Alright, let's go up a little bit. It does drift some. Not too bad. It holds position fairly well. Southwest jet going over. Alright. So, let's do a little flying here. Not too bad. Let me see what speed I'm in here. Okay, that's the second speed now. See if the yaw is any. It's a little faster, yeah, not a lot. Let's see how the speed is different. Yeah, speeds are different. Quite a bit, actually. Actually, it's pretty responsive. Flies pretty well. Okay, so let's get a little bit more height on it and see. I got 14 satellites, so I should be good. Back up. Okay. Wow, it's bouncing terrible from the wind. It's a pretty light little thing, so let me bring it down. Let me just hit return to home and see what happens. You know what, I might not be far enough away. Yeah, let me hit return to home. See how well that works. It's coming on down. It's coming down kind of fast. That's just slow down. Yeah, actually, not too bad. Okay. Let me go side to side and stop. Okay, full side. It stops right on the money. Full side, stop. It pretty much stops right there. I'm not going to do it right towards myself, but let's go full forward and stop. Full forward, stop. It stops pretty close. It does drift a tad. Okay, let's go out and bring it back. Okay, now full stick back. Stop. Yeah, it stopped pretty quick, actually. Pretty much. But see, now the wind is whipping up and it's kicking it around. You come close to the ground. Come on, go up, up. Oh, it's not liking the low battery. Stop. Okay, I guess it doesn't beep. I thought it was going to beep. It just lands. That's what it was trying to do out there. Okay. Try to follow me. That's the biggie one, I guess. Follow me. Well, it's turning. Yeah, it's following me. Oh, it lost me. Oh no, it didn't. Now it's coming. not keeping me in the frame very well, but I guess it is. So that works. Let's see what this is. Point of interest. There we go. Okay. So it's doing a radius around the spot where I started it from, not around the controller. There's a nice slow. Okay, let me shut that off. Alright. Oh, it's going to record music for a little thing while it's going here. Well, let's fly a little bit while it's recording that music. That was a 30-second segment that it records music for. So here again is the video from the drone's camera. You notice the propellers again in the camera. This is when I first ran it up there and realized that, and I put it back down and I'm adjusting the camera down. You'll see my face there for a brief minute and it goes back up. And as I'm showing more video from the viewpoint of the drone, I'm going to just give some thoughts about this little drone. At times the video is pretty clear and sharp, and other times it seems to just be really washed out color-wise. It might be recording at 2K. It might be. The number of pixels that shows up on there is 2K. The lens is not great, and so even if you've got lots of pixels in the picture, if it doesn't have a real good lens, it's not going to look all that great. You see a lot of haloing, or whatever you want to call it, around the edges and the corners. You clearly get that fisheye lens look, the curved everything. So I'm not a fan of that. It is a nice little drone as far as that goes, but you know, with the emphasis on little and light, it gets kicked around by the wind really much. You can see it jumping around. There's no stabilization. But it flies well. It just doesn't do a great job for videoing. I'm also going to post some stills at the end here, and those aren't bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. So it's not really what I would call a camera drone. At this price, though, I think it was like 110, 120 bucks, I forget, on Amazon. You know, so that's an entry-level GPS drone, a light little drone. It's fun. It, you know, flies reasonably well. I mean, it really actually flies pretty well, especially for this light of a drone. Holds its position pretty well. All the functions work, all the extra features. You know, the follow me, I didn't get as good of video of that as I wanted to. But the follow me, the waypoints, the gesture controls. I'm trying to think what else was in there. Oh, the orbit. All of those things did work. So, you know, in that sense, it's good. Yeah, and here's the stills. So it is clearly a rebranded Snaptane SP500. It is even manufactured by Vantop, which is the parent company for Snaptane. They don't really want to talk about that, but that is the fact. So, but for what it is, the price that it is, it's okay. It's not a bad little drone as an entry-level drone. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got some information out of it. If you feel like subscribing to my channel, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. See you again.